Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the semifinals of Good as Gold number 45 on Tuesday, June 12th. I am OrD, that's O-R-D. You can find me at all those beautiful sites down below on this side. With me today is Mr. SquallCasting. You can find him on YouTube over that corner. YouTube at YouTube/SquallCasting. Just a quick note, we were able to hop into the semifinals, the other semifinals of Good as Gold number 45. The score is already 1-0, so let's bring you in and say hello as always to our co-caster, Mr. SquallCasting. Hello, sir.
Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well tonight. I'm doing pretty awesome because I get to watch StarCraft 2, and really there's not too much else I'd rather do in an evening than watch awesome matches of StarCraft 2. You can check me out on my channel, youtube.com/SquallCasting. You'll see it pop up there on the screen. And yeah, let's get into this game.
Alright, in the lower left-hand corner, in the most beautiful color known to man and playing the ugliest race available, it is Bazizzle in the orange.
And in the top right, as the worst possible color to be because it looks awful on the mini-map, we do have the purple Terran, Tala.
Yeah. Well, the production tab being open tells us the tale that there's a barracks going down. Holy cow. Gas first! Something interesting happening, because that is not an extractor trick. I didn't see. Did he do one before?
I don't think so. My best guess is that this is the Speedling opener build. Unless he's going to expand behind it. No, okay, that's a scout. Good. Yeah, and there goes the spawning pool. So basically what this does is you get your 3 drones into the extractor straight away, and then the moment the spawning pool finishes, you can start your speed upgrade. So it's basically the fastest possible circling speed. Okay.
Also to note really quickly, if you're ever playing on Shakuras Plateau, the ladder map edition is forced cross positions, so not cross map, like lower left, upper right, like we happen to have this game. It is always going to be either close by air or far by ground.
Yeah, you cannot spawn close by ground because that's really, really close.
Yeah, it is.
I can't remember actually if a previous edition of this map did allow close ground spawns. I think they did.
It did actually, and at that same time, it was when they had the back ramp for the main that crossed that area where the expansion is protected by the rocks, and that you saw some crazy builds come out. Like Reapers were, oh my god, so good then. But that's been a pretty long time. I think that was like Season 3, maybe Season 4. Shakuras Plateau has been around for a while because it's a pretty balanced map. We see Bazizzle surround Tala's SCV and kill it, and Tala says, oh.
Yeah, I do actually remember back when they did allow close by ground spawns, literally every caster in existence was going, Blizzard, please make it force cross spawns. The games are way too short otherwise. And so Blizzard did, and now we are all happy.
Yeah, I really like it too. As a player, I like it as well because that early game aggression is, let's say, very Korean style, where it's just, I have 3 Marines, I'm going to go see if I can kill you. And it's really hard to handle when you're trying to work on ironing out what kind of build you're doing, all that kind of stuff. So if you're someone who's a great multitasker and you're wondering why you haven't made it up to that platinum level, that diamond level, it's just probably because you're not being aggressive enough. Just go be aggressive with your units and micro and macro at the same time, and you're ready for the next level. To be honest, a lot of times the difference between a gold level and a platinum level player is just the understanding of how a build works, or it's just a whole different level of being able to control your units and micro them effectively. So,
yeah, I mean, from what I've seen as far as like gold level players go, most of them kind of get the sort of builds you're supposed to do, and really just comes down to the nitty gritty of execution. So things like getting supply blocked, things like, you know, like you mentioned, just not controlling your units quite correctly, are kind of the things that, you know, result in them losing games. So, you know, if you're really looking to improve that, I highly suggest I highly recommend the Day 9 Newbie Tuesday videos. He just goes through a lot of really basic things that you can do to improve, and a lot of it's very kind of mechanical and sort of boring, but it's really helpful.
Just typed it up there, number 252. That's the best newbie daily. I kind of like that you're doing that, SquallCasting. I'm trying it out a little bit sometimes on my own, totally stealing it from you. But it gives opportunity for people to see what you were just saying in case like anything got garbled or they weren't really paying attention.
Yeah, or if they don't know how the word squall is spelled because there's two L's and they think maybe there's one L or maybe there's 18 L's. I don't know why I like the number 18. Anytime I'm going for a random big number, I say 18.
Is it your
Go
lucky number?
figure.
Because mine's
No, it's not.
36.
My favorite number would probably be 7, so,
7? Okay.
yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so it looks like Bizzle wants to go for a little bit of a Baneling bust here, morphing in 4 Banelings. He's got quite a few Speedlings and some Roaches backing it up. This is quite interesting.
And he's going in Zergling first. There is a bunker down and a completed wall. So hopefully these Banelings can get up there. However, there's a lot of Zerglings that are dying. The Banelings are micro. What?
He just moved all his Banelings into a single Roach. I have no idea what happened there. That was terrible. And while Marines aren't that great against Roaches, when you have this many Marines, you can kill Roaches all day long.
And really, the only damage to Tella right now is that he pulled his SCVs unnecessarily, and they weren't mining for a little bit. I mean,
And he lost a bunker. Yeah.
Yeah, that was... I'm not sure. Bazizzle had a little bit of a misclick there and killed his own Roaches. I'm not sure that it would have worked anyway, considering he only had 4 Roaches and 4 Banelings. It seems like he couldn't decide which one he wanted to commit to, and he tried to hit this middle ground that I really don't think is effective, especially with the kind of DPS that you're going to have from an early Terran army of mostly Marines.
Yeah, like I like the idea of what he did, but the execution of it was quite sloppy. He sent all of his Zerglings up first, and then the Roaches were still way out of range, and the Banelings took forever to get there. If he'd moved the units in a more concerted group, send the Zerglings in first so they're soaking up Marine fire, you know, bash all the Banelings into the bunker, and then have your Roaches move in, and then hopefully you still have some Zerglings left over to support your Roaches, and then maybe you'll be a bit more effective. But sending your units in piecemeal like that, where only like half of them are attacking, you know, that's just the way to lose your army, you know, because you're only fighting with half of your army at any given time.
Yeah, I think that was his intent there, but he had them too far separated, exactly like you said at the beginning.
Yeah.
He is morphing in a lot more Banelings. Looks like, though, he's planning for them to be defensive as he's doing it in his own base. He has not moved to expand to his 3rd. He has an Overlord up there, but I think he's going to commit to 2 base aggression right now because it's past that 10-minute mark, past that optimum window for Zerg to expand, and he has no more drones going that way.
Look at the worker count, 31 drones to 41 SCVs. Yeah, he needs to win with this attack, or he's just going to be way too far behind economically to really come back. You know, unless Tella makes some kind of, like, incredible blunder with his army control.
And now Tella, with a little bit of a late timing here, could have moved out probably a minute earlier, but I guess he was just waiting to make sure he had some Marauders in his group.
Are their armies going to miss each other entirely? That would be pretty hilarious. We could end up with a base break here.
Bazizzle definitely could see it, and now Tala sees it. Okay, now they're going to engage. Oh, a little bit of micro back. The Banelings don't get off the best hits. Now his stim goes down, and wow, this is going to go really badly for Bazizzle.
Oh, pickup, and might get the rest of the units. He's going to leave a few behind, but...
oh, he didn't need to pick up, really. He could have just killed it. Killed them all.
He still killed them all. Now he's already dropping, but... yeah, Bazizzle lost pretty much all of his Zerglings. I would have loved to have seen him split that army into 2 groups, have 2 groups of Zerglings, and then pincer. That would have been much more effective. But now we have a drop heading on into the main. Infestation Pit is done, but there are not going to be infestors for quite a while. And this bio is going to do so much damage, and this could just end the game.
I really do think it will. This lair is going to go down. Most of the drones have gone down. There's now Queenslings, Roaches coming in. And I think Tao will make the decision to run away. Okay, wow, he did not kill as much as I expected him to. And, oh, he's got to be careful with this one medevac. 22 life. Okay, gets out.
Yeah, he did kill a bunch of drones out, though, down to 16 drones now. Wow, didn't get any production structures? That's kind of astonishing. But, trying to win as Zerg with only, okay, 23 drones now, you droned a little bit, but trying to win with that many drones against a Terran opponent who has almost double your SCVs plus mules, you know, it's he is incredibly far behind at this point.
Yeah, the whole game he's been producing Zerglings at a rate that has been way quicker than probably is necessary. Like after he did that early aggression, he then produced another 30 Zerglings or so, and then didn't do anything with them, just sat on them. So
Yeah, like if you're wanting to play Zerg and say you're newer to StarCraft, you know, basically every drone is either going to be an attacking unit or a drone. And if you're not going to attack or you're not about to be attacked, those should always be drones. And you see pro players do this all the time. They'll expand to 3 bases, they will do literally nothing but drone, and then they'll have, you know, like 2 Zerglings on the map, they'll see an attack coming, they'll do an enormous wave of attack units, just barely fight off the aggression, and then have an enormous economic lead. I feel like with Bezizzle's playstyle, he should maybe be something more like Protoss, where, you know, that ability to produce units and produce workers is separated. You know, you can produce as many units as you want and also make workers, you know, and not have to always make this decision of drones or attack units.
oh, a Marine does go down, and then 3 Zerglings quickly die after it. Supply is doubled right now. Tala is very, very much in the lead. He's expanding to his 3rd base right now. He's supply blocked, unfortunately, and he's very, very supply blocked. So that, a little bit of sloppy out of him, but he's still almost double the supply. And you see no creep spread happening here at all. Looks like Zizzle's afraid to move down his ramp, which is never good as a Zerg player. You need to position your overlords, like, say, right about here, right over in this general area, so that you maintain vision. That's one of the strongest things about being Zerg, is that you get to spread your creep, you get to have knowledge of everything that's happening everywhere on the map, practically. And exactly
Yeah,
as
and
you
this
were
is a
saying,
horrible spot to defend with Zerg, because Zerglings, like, they're only half of them are going to be able to attack. Now, the one thing that could swing this in favor is if he gets down some brilliant fungals. But that said, Tala is spreading out his units, and yeah, he is aware of the presence of fungals, and he's going to avoid clumping his units. The drop up top does get cleaned up, but now his main army is moving in. I really hope Bizizzle has some amazing infestor control so he can stay in this. And oh wow,
ooh,
so
some
much
good
fungal
bungles
growth
there.
going down.
Definitely.
He needs to get 1 or 2 more down. He could kill
Oh,
so
he
many
chooses infested
Marines.
Terrans. I don't like that choice at all.
Yeah, does kill a few, but no, he shouldn't have used those infested Terrans. And he needed to get those fungals earlier in the fight while he still had an army. Infestors are pretty awesome, but if you don't have attack units, you know, to support them, they're not really going to be able to fight off something like this.
And now Tala's moving up the ramp, and there's 37 supply, 33 for Zizzle, 31. Yeah, it's
Wow.
just counting down to that GG out of Zizzle, who says, smiley face, good luck. Always love to see good manner. Both of our semifinals today, quick 2-0s. I think we definitely belabored the points there quite a bit, so we will end this VOD very quickly and say thank you very much, both players, for participating. Please give us any feedback on our helpful styles. Hopefully we were able to give you some things to think about. Zizzle, let us know at ORD_SC2 and or at Richard Isaac. That's ISAAK for the last name. Again, I'm OrD. Thanks for watching.